embrace brass-laden sound and their Showtime-style field shows. L.B. Landry Walker Charging Bucks band features high-stepping precision drills and energetic dance routines.
Let's give them a listen. L.B. Landry Walker Charging Bucks. The L.B. Landry Walker Charging Bucks has marched in every single Orpheus parade since Orpheus began.
They call it day older.
They can keep up the pace. Oh, I can hear the crowds cheering. Known for her sharp wit and larger-than-life personality, please give an Orpheus welcome to Bianca Del Rio.
Yeah. Our own New Orleans, Bianca Del Rio!
Rising to fame as a contestant and eventual winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 6, Bianca has quickly captivated audiences with her humor and unique style. Born and raised in Gretna, she blends her southern charm with a bold comedic edge.
This bank girl there.
I believe we're going to hear from Bianca a little later.
We now have the Solomon High School Marching Spartan Band. They are making their 8th Orpheus Parade appearance. The Marching Spartan Band boasts an impressive 120 plus marchers in this band. The band has marched in a handful of New Orleans parades, including Endymion, and of course our own Orpheus.
Rolling into view now is float number 6. Our celebrity monarch, one of the most adventurous, consistently adventurous bands. Please give an Orpheus welcome to the Brothers Osborne.
John and TJ Osborne took home their first Grammy in 2022. And that was just the start, winning the Best Country Duo Group Performance for their song, Younger Me.
We'll be hearing from the Osborne brothers a little later tonight as part of our musical presentation. Marching into view now is the Edna Karr High School Marching Band.
The Edna Karr Marching Band is a perennial favorite here in the Mardi Gras celebration. The band has performed in numerous Mardi Gras celebrations, as well as in Pensacola, in London, New York.
Once again, the Edna Karr High School Marching Band. Rolling into view right now, gentle persons, please give an Orpheus welcome to our celebrity monarchs, members of the New Orleans Saints. Alante Taylor, Eric McCoy, and Ryan Brzee. Is JT or is it Rashid? Ben's with you, all right. Rashid Shaheed. When you need speed, you got Rashid. Alante finished last season with 89 tackles, 7 for loss. Eric played 70% of the team's starts in center, where he needs to be. Rashid Shaheed earned All-Pro honors in 2023, a return specialist and a field-stretching wide receiver. And Brian Brzee, the Saints' top draft choice in 2023. He's amassed 12 sacks and 27 solo tackles.
Like costumes in the image of a different flower, designed as one blank prototype and brought to life through their own imagination and inspiration. What you are seeing as this beauty passes by is all of our local artists represented and supported in these flower designs.
One of my favorites of Orpheus is coming up. You can see it from blocks away because of the front of the train with its fiber optic lights. It's, ladies and gentlemen, one of the longest floats you'll see anywhere in the world. A Mardi Gras tradition. the Orpheus Smoky Mary.
Now this old excursion train once again has jumped the tracks of history and has assumed its path in the crew of Orpheus. Standing on the side of the streets just to get the conductor to pull that horn. The famous 8-part float features whistles, bells, smoke, and fiber optics that certainly enhance the engine and all of the cars to follow. Dining cars, sleeping cars.
The original Smoky Mary was an early 20th century train that gave New Orleanians a break from the summer heat, transporting them to Lake Pontchartrain through Lakeview.
The swaying cars and cool breezes would give them a taste of what it is to come on the lake. And those swaying train cars would lull them to sleep on the way back home from their resort time out on Lake Pontchartrain.
St. Paul's High School Marching Wolves Band. They perform at football games, pep rallies, school functions, and several other New Orleans Mardi Gras parades. Dave, look to your right. That's one of my favorite things, getting that 8-part float to park here in the convention center. all of it interconnected with computers, telling it where each unit to go and how to go. Headed our way is the title float for the crew of Orpheus 2025. As above, so below.
Tonight, the artists of Orpheus take us once again on a journey into the universe of our own imagination. As we rise, so we fall. What goes up must come down. The pageant of Orpheus will not only visualize the highs and lows of our aspirations and missteps, but also shine a light to reveal what may exist in the worlds above and below.
As above, so below. And helping them move through the streets and the convention center is the Abramson Science Academy High School Marching Band. This is Abramson's 8th Orpheus Parade. The Abramson Science Academy Marching Band. Prior to Hurricane Katrina, the Abramson High School Band was one of New Orleans' best marching bands and has since emerged once again as one of the top bands in Greater New Orleans. The marching band is under the direction of Johnny Van Buren. The Smoky Mary is making the turn at the far end of the convention center. And coming around the clubhouse turn.
See, this is what it's all about. You gotta have a good driver, you gotta have a captain like Johnny Van Buren to get everything moving in the direction you need. And we've got the best attached to Orpheus this year. That's why the train didn't go through the wall.
Once again, the crew of Orpheus is involved in the community with a great amount of outreach. And they do that by sponsoring and offering organizations rides on floats, tickets to this, the Orpheuscapade, and other activities for those nonprofit organizations to fundraise. Some of them are Son of a Saint, the American Heart Association,
Cabrini High School, WYES Public Television, NO,
the Louisiana State Police Troop B, St. Louis King of France,
and Arno's Purr and Puppy Paws for Santa.
I was hoping that play. Let's listen to the Abramson Science Academy High School Marching Band. And the Groove Merchants will close the night with an amazing array of music. You're going to have to stay with 6 different color styles. The Orpheus Cup, I think, oh, it went back there, got covered up. The Orpheus Cup is a 24-ounce orange cup featuring the colorful as above, so below theme.
And the custom tambourines is something to watch out for because each tambourine will be hand decorated, allowing the members to express their creativity and leaving the parade goers with a one-of-a-kind collectible carnival souvenir.
There's also the Orpheus Adult T-shirt. It's an adult T-shirt featuring the stacked words, Monday, red beans, Orpheus, tambourines in yellow.
And if you're lucky, you're going to be able to catch one of the red and yellow vinyl plush sports balls, which include footballs, soccer balls, baseballs, basketballs, all featuring Orpheus written across them.
And saving the best for last, LED cowboy hat with a red miracle dot covered cowboy hat featuring the Orpheus logo, lined with yellow L wire for a neon effect. Oh, and I gotta get you a pair of these. The LED sunglasses, they're black sunglasses with the Orpheus logo in red on the arms of the glasses, lined with red L wire, again, for the neon effect.
Because I love when my eyes are lined with red. That is what I need. Reminds me of my youth.
Once again, the Orpheus legend this year is Harry Connick Sr. Smoky berries.
Yeah.
I was going to ask for a horn toot there. Come on, Smoky Berry. Give me another one. Give me a horn toot, Smoky Berry. Harry Connick Sr. was one of the 3 founding core members of the crew of Orpheus way back in 1993. Harry Connick Sr., Harry Connick Jr., and Sonny Gorey got together. Harry Sr. would perform gigs weekly in the French Quarter nightclubs in the 1990s, covering the Great American Songbook. He would make guest appearances with his son, Harry Jr. Be sure to catch the gold record with the likeness of Harry Sr. on one side and the Orpheus logo on the other. All right. We talked about him enough. Here comes the Abramson Science Academy High School Marching Band. Abramson Science Academy High School Marching Band, ladies and gentlemen. away now is float number 10, Down the Rabbit Hole.
Down, down, down Alice fell into a world curiously different from our own. A world where flowers can speak, cats can grin, and frogs in frock coats can ride rabbits to deliver proclamations throughout the land.
Today we think of it as getting deep into something, or ending up somewhere strange, going down the rabbit hole. The phrase comes from Lewis Carroll's 1865 Alice's Adventure in Wonderland. Float number 10, ladies and gentlemen, Down the Rabbit Hole. Oh, we got folks auditioning for the Saints here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta understand, they disappear every night.
And as down the rabbit hole comes around in front of you, make note of all the beautiful Orpheus flowers that we've been talking about tonight.
They are
Festooned.
astonishing.
I just wanted to say the word festooned. How's that word?
Making their Orpheus debut tonight. Whitehaven High School Sounds of Perfection marching band, ladies and gentlemen. I was talking to the float design consultant, Derek, and he was telling me how Orpheus is continuing to expand and remodel the floats, like the Smoky Mary has been completely rewired. And adding more fiber optic lights and LED lighting to their floats. Here's an example now. Float number 11, sailing over the edge of the world.
Now who knows what adventures lay hidden to us until we venture beyond the known boundaries and push the limits of what is considered possible. Will we discover uncharted territories?
Or will we plunge off the edge of the world and end up sailing amongst the stars forever and ever? Sailing over the edge of the world, ladies and gentlemen. Who's coming next, Nate?
Right here we have the St. Mary's Academy High School Marching Band, Bob. The Cougar Marching Band was established in 1937, and this dynamic group includes color guards, flag team, majorettes. The Cougar Marching Band cigarettes and cheerleaders. Today, you see, there's a very march of pride and dedicated young ladies under the direction of Miss Renice Grayson.
St. Mary's Academy High School Marching Band passing the stage right now. Once again, the captain would like to thank float design consultant and artistic director Derek Franklin. Thanks to the carpenters, electricians, sound designers, and special effects supervisors, Waldo Guichard, Paul Tozan, Greg Fincher, Andrea Fincher, Fred DeBear Martinez, and Mike Adams for their countless hours of hard work and dedication.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, up the float 12, ascending with the fairies. The lower pond filled with a bouquet of blooming flowers, fluttering of tiny wings fills the air.
Look at the butterflies, on the front especially, but on the float itself.
They are guiding an enchanted fairy chariot from its home against the body, up into the aromatic breeze to greet the coming spring.
Fairies are guardians of plants and flowers. Yes, there is one on every plant and flower. And the gaze of the traveler is alerted and altered by the light of the fairy, guiding him into the woods where his adventure will truly begin, ascending with the fairies.
For the woman, Chassez la Femme is the sultry dance team of the mystic crew of Femme Fatale, created in 2015 by Femme Fatale's founding member and current president, Kimberly Early. Chassez la Femme currently boasts 70 plus members under the leadership of Lieutenant Carissa Amour.
Cherchez la Femme's costume, a signature red and black open front Victorian bustle skirt, suggests the mystique of the femme fatale, which can play on any alter ego the ladies may have. The dance team performs dance routines to old and new school R&B favors. Welcome, Cherchez la Femme.
Faney, the man who attaches all the flowers to the Orpheus floats. The captain also likes to thank the executive board, Derek Franklin, Kenny Rubenstein, René Maxwell, Philippe Wingerter, Florence Wingerter, Fred Nukial, Chris Adams, and Ethan Cherami for all of their hard and dedicated work.
Also the board members Jeremy Dwyer, David Liuzzo, and Chad Mazaway. Again, a very special thanks from the captain of the crew of Orpheus. Riding into view now, riding the winds. No, that's not what they're doing. That's the name of their float, and they're doing it at the same time. With colorful tails stirring up rainbows behind them, dozens of ebullient kites soar high into the clear open sky. Float number 13, riding the winds.
Now, this float is borne aloft by the warm winds of Zephyrus, and you can see they sway and waltz together to musical melodies heard only amongst themselves.
On the front, we see the Chinese deity Feilian, the serpent with bull horns, riding the winds. And following close on the kite's tail, we have West Jefferson High School Marching Band.
They are making their second march in the 2025 Orpheus Parade. Please welcome the wonderful West Jefferson High School Marching Band under the direction of Eddie Williams, Jr.
Yes, ladies, yes. Let's hear it one more time for the Bucks, West Jefferson High School Marching Band, flags, and cheerleaders.
I got a special message.
Well, thank you very much. Joining us now is Diane Lala, Director of Choreography. How you like the parade so far?
I am loving the parade. It's awesome. Beautiful floats, beautiful lights.
We'll be hearing from Bianca again later on.
I think she just stole your wallet.
The next float that's moving our way now is float number 14, and it comes to us from a great storybook, Washington Irving's Rip Van Winkle.
Ladies and gentlemen, float 14, Under a Spell. Washington Irving's Rip Van Winkle slumbered for 20 years beneath a cascading willow tree. He's oblivious to the changes around him, but he will awaken to a post-revolutionary America.
Rip straddles two worlds, the real world and the world he prefers, his storytelling world. He wanders, has little investment in civilization except for his love of storytelling. Being more like an animal than a human, Rip is concerned with the now. Float 14, Under a Spell.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Woodlawn High School Baby Jukebox Marching Band. They're making their Orpheus debut here in 2025. And the band's mission is to educate and enhance our student musicians' ability to excel not just in music, but in life. Let's give a listen. Watch a little bit as they bring the noise to the convention center and showcase their moves.
Orpheus continues its partnership with the Roderick Foundation. Through this association and other charitable organizations, Orpheus continues to fulfill its desire to build the arts, culture, and community in New Orleans. Orpheus generously donates rides on floats, tickets to the Orpheuscapade and other activities. Organizations like
the Project Lazarus and the Cancer Crusader, the NOCA Foundation, the Waldorf School, Brother Martin, Marty Paws, Scott's Wish, and Arno's Purr and Puppy Paws for Santa.
And Orpheus encourages you to support those organizations any way that you can. Heading our way, float number 15, inspired by a great story, had a great fall. We see Humpty Dumpty decorating the front of the float. Everyone's heard the story of poor Humpty. But have you ever thought, why is he on that wall? And for you conspiracy theorists, did he fall or was he pushed? Huh? We'll never know.
Still, this cautionary tale may help us understand that often we bring things to hurt others. They can never truly be put back together the same way again. I think it's personally part of the deep Humpty.
Moving our way right now, the Disco Amigos. Get ready to groove 70s style.
A social aid and pleasure club, the Disco Amigos is dedicated to the rhythm of the day. Music energy and fucking moves since 2012.
Their mission is to foster an inclusive, collaborative community for its members to create and shine. Get ready to get up and boogie, and long live disco.
Get up, get down, get up.
Thank you. My first philosophy was the state, so I had to give it away. All right?
And you can't disco without a disco ball. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Disco Amigos. So, in addition to the acting and directing that you do, you're also a tour guide?
I am.
Yeah, Mike
Poor guy
Helms.
should know better. I love this city. I fell in love with it 30 years ago. I know that's going to confuse most people because they're looking at the screen. They think I'm 27. I'm actually a little bit older. But I fell in love with this place, and I never want to leave. I'm not going to leave. I'm going to die, and I'm still going to be telling stories about New Orleans wandering the streets. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The up and down the clock. It's headed our way. It is inevitable as the clicking of passing seconds and with the striking of each hour. Up and down the clock they run, endlessly cycling through days and nights as time marches forever onward. The original rhyme was published in London in 1744.
And was thought to be political commentary on Richard Cromwell and King Charles II. No matter. Seize the day because time marches on and right across your face. Float 16 up and down the clock. I wasn't looking at you.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the L.W. Higgins High School Marching Storm. The Higgins High School Marching Storm Marching Band is a member of the New Orleans High School community, and they are returning to the Orpheus Parade for their second year.
Let's watch and listen as they bring their moves to the Montreal Convention Center.
You know what I was hearing? My hair.
Here they come now. The L.W. Higgins High School Marching Storm Band. Ladies and gentlemen, we do ask you that once the parade is completely in the house, don't take to the floor just yet because the marvelous staff here at the convention center wants to clean up all the confetti and make it as safe as possible for you out here on the dance floor. Also, I should have mentioned this earlier, don't stand on an ice chest. And if you can help it, don't stand on a chair.
Shut up.
It's not too much fun to spend this night in
Shut up.
the hospital having fallen on this concrete. So what do you think so far?
I think I wanted to go on and on and on. That's the problem with this ball is it ends and we start dancing and then we got to wait a whole year for it to happen again.
But then we get to see what Derek and Manuel and the folks at Kern come up with for the next year.
And you know they're going to start working on it right after they're done. This is not something that just happens a week before Mardi Gras starts rolling.
Well, knowing that crew, they've probably been at work on it already, getting things lined up.
Yeah, baby.
The Disco Amigos are making their way to the other side. There's a lull right here, and it's because coming through the fog and the mist right now, out of the rolling deep, we see one of the most famous of all beasts, the great Leviathan, frolicking with their young offspring through forgotten ships and bounties of long ago. Resplendent in her twinkling and ever-changing finery, surely there are none equal to her majesty and magnificence. the Orpheus Leviathan.
It is over 140 feet long, ladies and gentlemen. The Orpheus Leviathan is covered with nearly 500,000 points of fiber optic light. It is a triple tandem float. That is why it is always one of Mardi Gras' favorite presentations.
This is another one of the units that once it's parked, and it's safe for you to go see it, look at the amazing fiber optic and LED lighting. It's one of Carnival's favorite signature floats, a part of the crew of Orpheus. It's also one of the largest floats in the world. And there's Baby Leviathan. Another one of the great nursery rhymes. Take it Heritage and turn the crank. Float number 18 brings us Pop Goes the Weasel.
The anticipation builds and builds as we wonder what
Also take us to the depths of fear. Pop Goes the Weasel. Float number 18.
And here we have the Renew All-Star Marching Band, ladies and gentlemen. They are making their Orpheus debut this year. So please welcome the All-Star musicians from throughout the Renew School. Selected for their expertise, the members of the Renew All-Star Band represent the best of the best from the Renew School system. And they are the up-and-coming musicians of New Orleans' future.
The Renew All-Star Marching Band. Heading our way right now, rocking gently with the night wind, and Sissy Baby lies dreaming on the treetops, unaware that the cradle will fall.
Spangled Pandemonium has escaped the zoo and is watching through the branches in glee. So let us hope the wise and vigilant owl guarding the cradle will prevent any unwanted mischief.
And it's also a warning to the proud and ambitious who climb so high that they will fall at last. The cradle will fall, float number 19.
And right behind them, the Memphis Business Academy Marching Band. It hails from Tennessee. Memphis Memphis Business Academy, the EOB Marching Band was established in 2021 under the direction of Marco Ray, an alumni of Jackson State University. This band touts an impressive 3.6 GPA, and the band motto is, the best or nothing at all.
Let's give them a listen. A big sound out of a small group. And congratulations on the cumulative 3.6 GPA of all the band members.
With all the hours of time they have to put in to making that happen, to keep a 3.6 GPA. That deserves a parade.
As we continue through the Brew of Orpheus 2025, as above, so below, here comes float 20, bringing us 3 units, the Graves of the Deep and the Phantom's Rise.
Now this is a triple tandem float, and it tells us what's above and what's below depends on your point of view. Whether you're sinking down to the depths of oceans or rising like fog from forgotten tombs, the dead awaken to float along waves and wind, bemoaning their ethereal fall.
Again, we see man attempting to conquer an unknown. Through his hubris, the unknown dangers of the deep rise up and bring him down. Understand, we can't see what you're throwing. It disappears. But thank you.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with the McMain Magnet High School Marching Band.
The Eleanor McMain Magnet High School Marching Band. Oh, we're going to get another piece. Let's see. Well, maybe they'll favor us with another tune.
Resilience and the energies of these high school bands. Remember, they started marching up in the Garden District, all the way downtown, all the way down Canal Street, and they're still going and making moves here in the convention center.
And they all have smiles on their face. Thank you so much for your hard work. The captain of the crew of Orpheus would like to thank Broadway-bound Costumes for all that you do, as well as the New Orleans Police and Fire Department's EMS, the men and women of the Sanitation Department, the Louisiana State Police, and the City of New Orleans for their help and cooperation.
And here we have float number 21, ladies and gentlemen. Up, up and away. Higher and higher we ascend above the clouds into a land of sunshine and rolling cotton. In this hypnotic atmosphere, it's easy to imagine discovering floating castles inhabited by wielders of forgotten magic.
As the Jimmy Webb song says, the world's a nicer place. It wears a nicer face. In my beautiful balloon, float 21, up, up and away.
Hard on the heels of Up, Up and Away is the KIPP East Primary School Marching Band. They're making their second march in Orpheus. The marching band from KIPP East is excited to be in the Orpheus Parade. The band boasts an impressive Mardi Gras marching schedule, which includes many of the largest Mardi Gras parades. And here they are, bringing their even bigger sounds to Orpheus.
The KIPP East Primary School Marching Band.
Listen and look at the power of some of these young people. Like our own Harry Connick Jr., they started young, they started strong, and they're full of all the magic of music here in New Orleans.
Who knows what anyone can accomplish until they try? Our next float talks of that. It's float number 22, Over the Moon. Endless possibilities open for us if we use our imagination.
And here we see the moonbeam with delight upon witnessing a heroic cow make her astonishing leap into the stratosphere. This is from the nursery rhyme, Hey Diddle Diddle. The nonsensical story puts odd things together.
It is this nursery rhyme that has given us the idea that if we are related, we're over the moon. And that's why there are those constellations. That's where they are, Taurus and Canis Minor. Once again, float number 22, Over the Moon.
And right into float number 23, Rising of the Mist. Tentacles of smoke adorned with flashes of brilliant hues curl around us as a magical genie, the spirit of the desert, still in slumber, emerges from his lamp of captivity.
Tread softly as to not awaken him, for who can tell if he is good or evil? Who would dare call out to him? And what wishes would they be so bold to ask of him? Rising of the mist, float number 23. And Kern Cruz.
And marching up on us now, ladies and gentlemen, the Nola Lolas.
Pink and gold costumes to their glamorous performances. They've been the talk of the town and are here to make their fabulous mark on Mardi Gras. Their motto, live out loud people. Our next float in its theme takes us below. Float number 24, with the gaping mouth on the front, is our descent into Hades.
The hellmouth yawns open before us, enticing those sinners who have devoted their lives to pleasure and foregone any faith in the heavenly spirit. The yawning chasm, the poor wretches must proceed, traversing down deeper and deeper levels of oppressive and fiery
The traveling down was the catharsis. It's the heroic journey where a mortal went to the underworld and returned, much like the journey Orpheus took, our crew's namesake, in hopes of fetching back his love, Eurydice. Float 24, our descent into Hades. And again, more of the gorgeous flowers.
Obviously, there's flowers on the descent into Hades.
Love this float. It's the colors of brown and yellow.
I know I mentioned this a couple of times, but again, if you're looking for tickets to this Orpheuscapade, and their other activities. So again, if you're looking to affiliate with an organization, consider joining the crew of Orpheus and the great organizations, including the Rodrigue Foundation, a continuing partnership for the crew of Orpheus. What's become another signature float of the crew of Orpheus? It's Orpheus's incarnation, a part of what makes Mardi Gras so special. Float number 25, the mystery and magic of Mardi Gras.
The crew of Orpheus honors the history of dazzling floats and the use of flambeau on the streets as it continues the tradition of mystery and magic of Mardi Gras with its procession.
It is this realization in three-dimensional art, the imaginative creations, to tell the discrete stories, the episodes of a larger story.
For the historic Mardi Gras was by night a time when the only light being cast on the float's riders and viewers came from the flambeau. Their flickering light-casting shadows, shimmering light as they illuminated the tableau cars. It is still fascinating, isn't it? Still exciting!
Absolutely fascinating. And off of this float I just caught, it's gotta be Jambalaya Mix. What a way to create green throws for Mardi Gras, taking a page out of the St. Patrick's Day tradition of cabbages and everything else. I've got a bag, I'm gonna have to take a look. Once again, the band of America's Feud, Semper Musica.
When the rain goes up, it must come back down. Ladies and gentlemen, float number 26, Down Came the Rain.
It's based on the children's rhyme, Itsy Bitsy Spider. Amidst the splendor of blooming flowers and the glisten of morning dew, the tenacious spider spins its web, shimmering web of silk. Rain and wind may tear and shred the results of its labor, but with determination and strong resolve, it emerges to spin again. It is our life cycle. Working hard, the spider goes up and then down, above and then below, just like the fortunes in our lives ebb and flow. Float number 26, Down Came the Rain. Just a reminder, we've got some great music coming up for you right after the parade is completely in the house.
So you need to grab your cowboy hats and put on your best dancing boots because the honky tonk chicks will be immediately following the parade right up here where we're standing.
This going by quickly?
You know, Bob, I'm older in life. I find everything going by quickly. Yeah, this year it seems to be moving along. I guess that wind outside is helping push everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Another reason I'm glad we're in here, where everything is lit up coming through this beautiful space, so that we see the fiber optics, we see all the beautiful flowers as they pass by us. Under here.
And no matter where you are in the convention center, you can see them up close, and then you can see them across the hall right now, where you can not only get the detail view of the beautiful work of the floats, but you can take in the whole artistry. Heading our way now, this wondrous procession of Orpheus. Float number 27 brings us Flying Among the Mists.
Let us board the magical celestial ship that has appeared before us, ladies and gentlemen. Let us ascend into unknown realms with only our dreams to guide us.
The griffin symbolizes the unity of strength and nobility, bringing together the celestial and the terrestrial, what is above and below. Through its courage, wisdom, and strength, we can achieve and rise up when we have fallen. Float 27, Flying Among the Mists. Did you have a good ride? Outstanding.
You made it.
Thank you. That was solid.
That was a tambourine.
Thank you. And following quickly on the heels is float number 28. The rhythm, rhyme, and revelry, the constant strains of music that accompany our lives.
Whether it is the yell of the crowd, a jazz band down the street, or the smell of diesel, we have seen in the music of the spheres that we call pump out a rhythm and a beat that says, it's carnival time, y'all.
And with Orpheus's final float passing the stage, once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you can keep the floor clear for just a little while, as our great crew here at the Montreal Convention Center make their magic happen.
I can't believe my camera's so low.
And take a second to remind yourselves and the people beside you, you are part of the greatest party in the world, and you are attending the best parade of Mardi Gras. Ladies and gentlemen, Orpheus 2025.
Folks who make all of this possible, the float design consultant and artistic director who oversees everything with the cruise floats. The captain thanks Derek Franklin.
And we have to thank the carpenters, electricians, sound designers, special effects supervisors, Waldo Bouchard, Paul Tozan, Greg Fincher, Andrea Fincher, Fred Doper, Martinez, and Mike Atkins, because they have put in countless hours of hard work and dedication.
Special thanks to the office staff, Brian Diaz, Renee Atkins, Claire Stockton, Luann Dugas, Bailey Romich, Cheryl Stevenson, and Daniel Gorvat.
And there's special thanks going out to Patrick Mendelson from our captain for his help as the beat officer.
And Captain thanks Mike Gonzalez, Band Parade Marshal, for organizing the bands and the marching unit tonight. So, we've seen it all now. Your thoughts about the parade, 2025, as above, so below. Say it, Andrea. No, okay, we can't hear you. Anyway, what do you think?
I think what I always think. My elation's high to have been a part of it, but now I'm coming down a little bit because now I gotta wait a year to have another Orpheus parade.
But you won't be coming down too far because we have some great music headed our way. They're putting the finishing touches on their setup. Dane, I would like to thank you, my friend.
Brother.
On behalf of the crew of Orpheus, it's an honor and a privilege to have you come up and join me here on stage.
You guys, my friends, this is what I look forward every year. I look forward to standing beside the voice of New Orleans, Mr. Bob Pavlovich, the voice of Orpheus, the voice of New Orleans. Give it up for Bob Pavlovich.
All right, it's time for the second line. It's time for the second line. It's time for the second line.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give an Orpheus welcome and get ready to move. The Honky Tonk Chicks.
Here we go. This way.